Yesterday, some big news out of Kotaku came. The editor in chief quit the company because they were upset about a new directive that Kotaku was going to get where they were actually going to have to play video games to write game guides. Yeah, Kotaku was not going to let its reporters, its editors, its writers write about political agendas going forward. They're going to focus on 50 video game guides a week per a writer. And the head honcho, she took off. She said she wasn't going to be a part of that. She didn't agree with the directive and it was misguided and all this stuff. Yeah, a shame that Kotaku writers would have to actually play video games to make content about video games. Well, I got bad news for you. Everybody's favorite journalist, Alyssa Mercante, which I'm blocked, by the way, which is why I have to get screenshots of her tweets, came out and said the following in a tweet. Kotaku staff had a somewhat productive meeting with management. Expect news to continue coming from us, at least for now. Your support and your voices certainly helped, so thank you. And then they said I would be remiss if I didn't credit at Hello Jenglin for seeing the tide shift and refusing to ride along with it. Her bravery is a huge part of why today went the way it did. Give her all the flowers and all the jobs. So she's given praises to the editor-in-chief that quit yesterday. Now, one quick thing about Alyssa Mercante is it seems like she's legit trying to lose her job. She was actually calling the owner of the parent company for Kotaku, I think they're called GO. She was calling them stupid, essentially, and just running their mouth about them. Honestly, I'm surprised she hasn't been fired yet. If she has a job Monday morning, I will be impressed. I think she's on the way out because she's just being insufferable online. She's running her mouth. She's hiding behind protected tweets. She's saying things about white people. She's saying things about gamers itself. She literally hates gamers. Now, she did block me after my statements, especially after my video where I revealed that her and a PlayStation PR employee by the name of Mike Diver were actually trying to deplatform RGT85 for his thoughts on Sweet Baby Inc. But this doesn't stop right here with Alyssa Mercante. You see, now that she's been given the green light to continue her nonsense, her news reporting, she's actually working on a hit piece. Yeah, Kotaku is going to be working on a hit piece against YouTubers that they label toxic. Basically, anybody that's not giving in to their agendas because they have to control the narrative. But most importantly, and you guys will read this tweet that she put out, and we all know who it's going to be about, right? We all know who it's going to be about by the time you read this. So this is what's funny. And these tweets are coming from Melee Games. And you can see it says, sounds like Alyssa Mercante isn't satisfied in how much she's destroyed Kotaku with her journalism and is setting her sights on Melonie Mac for her next hit piece. Can't wait for this to backfire spectacularly, just like everything else she does. So you can see in this image right here, she could say, there's a story I've been simmering that I really want to pick back up again. If anyone has any connections to a prominent female Twitch streamer / gaming personality, and get this, who leans very hard into Christianity and homophobia, DM me or email me at link in bio. And yeah, we all know who that is, right? Christianity and homophobia. It's kind of interesting that she's putting both of those right next to each other, back and forth, almost like she's comparing being Christian as homophobic. That all Christians are homophobic or whatever, but we all know who that's referring to. And what's funny is you can see on the bottom, I'm particularly interested in people who knew this person before their sharp rise in popularity. So yeah, you wonder why people find this woman insufferable, why they find Alyssa Mercante, who runs her mouth and does all these like backhanded comments and remarks and is very snarky and sassy. She hides behind protected tweets and blocks and plays the victim when it backfires. Now, this is going on right here. It doesn't even stop here because not only is she going to target Melonie Mac, she elaborates. Like, this is going to be a big hit piece here. She says, also, if you personally know any decently popular gaming personality streamers who have seen a meteoric rise in popularity shortly after adopting more reactionary views. DM slash email me. So, reactionary views. So, basically, anybody that's become popular for having reactionary views towards, I guess, progressiveness, diversity, inclusion. Basically, everybody that's being labeled toxic that has called the whole Sweet Baby Inc. situation out. This Gamergate 2 nonsense. These journalists that are picking up these pitchforks and want to try to cancel people and stuff. Right now, it's going to completely backfire. I mean, she's wasting her time on this. She would rather write political driven stories and stuff about Christianity and homophobic female Twitch streamers and reactionary streamers who gain popularity for, having their conservative Christian homophobic values. That's exactly what it is. It's somebody wanting to write bullshit. Now, she would rather do that than actually work on video game content, than actually play video games, than actually write these game guides. They want to do everything but their jobs. They want to make Kotaku focused on their political beliefs, which is fucking insane. But anyways, Melonie Mac clapped back, and I gotta give props to Melonie Mac. God bless Melonie Mac. I fucking just love how often she owns people. You can see on this tweet response right here, she quote tweeted, and she said, you can always just talk to me if you want, but it looks like you'd rather find people who don't like me to help you formulate some hate and lies to fit a narrative you inevitably made up in your head for your witch hunt. Fucking owned. It's funny because she didn't even mention her by name or tag her, but we all know who it was. This is how they work. They're passive, aggressive little babies. Alyssa did reply, though. Hi, Melonie. I would love a chance to talk to you. My email's in my bio if you want to reach out. I plan on sending one your way early next week as it's EOD for me. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, sure you were going to reach out to Melonie Mac. You got busted. I'm surprised she hasn't blocked Melonie Mac yet because Alyssa has the fucking skin that is so thin, like razor fucking thin. Anyways, shortly after that, she went back to tweets protected. So people can't go and watch and do all this. She's just causing her own demise, guys. Honestly, like I said, I would not be surprised if she even has a job on Monday. And an old tweet is actually digging up, and people are kind of doing a gotcha on her. You can see Grumps, who, again, he's freaking kicking ass covering all this shit. He said, I love how Kotaku hired ex-cam girls to write about gaming and how sexist gamers are, right? Because, look... Alyssa would rather sell her ass in the streets than write video game guides. And you can see this was from December. I'm just going to go back to sex work because at least then when I get fucked a lot, I'll get paid well for it. And you'd see like comments like that about her job, even though that was back in December. And then you could see her running her mouth about like the head honcho of the parent company and stuff. She legit seems like she's trying to lose her job, or she's going to lose her job. She can't be that ignorant and that unprofessional to know that her behavior is not acceptable. So a big hit piece coming out targeting Melonie Mac specifically, and then generalizing other streamers that gain popularity for the reactionary views. Because guess what, guys? We can't have our own individual thought here. We can't think against the narrative that they want, right? The journalists in the gaming industry are fucking bananas now. They are literally bonkers. They want us to just support and believe what they want. And it honestly would not be an issue if it wasn't forced inclusion or diversity, if it wasn't against people of different cultures that didn't fit their narrative, if they didn't attack people that were white or Christian or people that had different beliefs that weren't considered woke, like they call it. And that's the funny thing. People are like, oh, well, define woke. Okay, well, define woman. You know what I mean? And if the person can't define what a woman is, guess what? You're woke. I saw that on a meme today, and I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, this type of discussion is just cringe overall, like talking about this stuff. But this whole Sweet Baby Inc. thing, and then Kotaku coming out, and The Verge, these are the people that are trying to control and change the gaming industry and ruin video games when video games should be fun. Like what Boogie said the other day, video games should be fun. It shouldn't be a safe haven for people that want to poison the narrative and make people hate and cause division and stuff. You can have people of color in your video games. You can have LGBTQ representation, but you don't need a company shutting down people, trying to deplatform people. You need journalists trying to control the narrative. You don't need all this nonsense that's coming with it and people trying to write hit pieces on people like Melonie Mack. So keep an eye on Alyssa. If she's still hired by Monday, then Kotaku, you're killing yourselves slowly but surely. And I'm surprised she's still hired. But yeah, this Melonie Mack hit piece will be coming soon, along with other people that they'll be targeting. Who knows? They'll probably be targeting bigger, prominent YouTube channels like RGT85, which they've already tried to with Alyssa Mercante and Mike Diver. And anybody that is making noise against what they want, they will be attacking. So let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Thank you for watching.